Is it another excuse for me to talk about my stickers? Maybe. Hey there and welcome to my channel. This is Foggy Fiction and I am Haley. I'm a writer living with mental illness, doing my best to show that mental health does not dictate talent or worth, and hoping to encourage others to chase their dreams. If you're new to my channel, I try to post 1 to 2 videos a week, usually about things related to writing, reading, or mental health, but I sometimes post about other fun and creative things, and that's okay too. If you haven't already subscribed and want to follow me on this clumsy journey, make sure you hit that button and ring the bell if you want to. In today's video, I am going to do a wrap-up of last year's Bujo and show you how this year's is looking so far. I say so far because I like to do each month at the end of the month prior, so I haven't done anything past January. But that's also because I haven't finished my yearly pages yet either. I'm starting the year off right. Alright, so first things first, here is how last year's Bujo looks now that the year is older. I called it a thick boy more than once before, and that clearly was not an incorrect description. It definitely, yeah. Now, if you remember from my video talking about how I make and track my quarterly goals with my Monopoly board spread and everything like that, I also made a house cup spread because Potterhead, grew up in the 90s, of course. I made a house cup spread to see which quarter I did the best in, and therefore which one won the house cup. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that turned out. First of all, here is how each quarter looked at the end. You will see that I did switch to a Pokemon theme that I have stuck with after Q1, although I did like my very nerdy Q1 theme. I hope I'm holding these up well enough for you to see, because I've got Scrivener up so I can't see the video. So that is how each quarter ended. Now let's look at the house cup spread and see better which one won. Yeah, Q4 was definitely my best month, with Gryffindor as in Q3 following close behind, and these two tied. I did the same. I got the same amount of goals completed in the first 2 quarters. So this is how that turned out. I really love this whole spread and how that turned. It was fun to see which quarter I did the best in a nerdy way that like this. This was also the first year that I did this setup. Of course, this is only my last year was only my 2nd year like keeping a Bujo like this. But it was the first time I did this setup, along with my quarterly goal setup. So, you know, I think that as the year went on, with each quarter, I was able to learn, you know, how to better set up goals that weren't too far out of my reach and stuff like that. So that could be a lot of why Q4 was the best one this year. But that brings us back to my new Bujo for 2022. I really love this. So with setting this one up, I kind of did things backwards. I did my January pages first, finishing them after the year had already started. Then I did my quarterly pages, and then I started working on my yearly pages. I did it this way because I was already running out of time to get it set up, so I started with the ones that I needed first, the ones that I was going to be using before any of the others, which of course was my January pages. I think that makes sense, but you know, it probably would have made a lot more sense to get them done in December. So let me show you. Here are my yearly pages, which again, I have not finished. This is my cover page. This is going to have a little quote in it. Last year I did an offhand quote that I had said when talking to my best friend, and I really enjoyed that, so I'm just kind of waiting for me to say something dumb enough to put there. This is my anxious sticker pages and my about me page. This year I put still figuring myself out. I think last year it was who am I? That's a good question. But I just fill it with stickers. I don't actually put anything else. So those pages are done. My goals page, I'm not done with that. I still want to sticker it up. My wants and needs pages, again, I'm going to be adding stickers because I have so many stickers that I love, thanks mostly to Sticky Club. So this is my 22 in 22 page. In 2020, I did a 20 in 20 setup where I had, I think I only had 6 options on that one. And I just wrote down every time I did one of these things in that year, and it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. It's nice to look back on, and I loved it so much that I did a similar spread last year, but last year I just did what I'm loving, and it was open-ended, and I didn't use it. I think it was because I didn't have an end goal. So I went back to the 22 and 22 this time, and so I'm going to write down 22 movies that I watched this year, shows that I watch, games that I watch my boyfriend play, games that I play myself, books read. Places is actually, I had a spread last year that was called Places, but it was just literally new places to eat that my boyfriend and I went to with his sister. And so that is for new places to eat, not just places visiting in general. Because we didn't go out that much last year. We didn't hardly do any of them. So I'm hoping that we can do some more this year, but not necessarily just with his sister. It could be any places that we go to eat together. Or I might just make it just random places. I don't know. 22 new places to eat seems like a lot in 1 year, so we'll see. Channels, as in new channels I'm going to watch on YouTube, or old channels. I might just do any of the channels. I probably will just do all of the channels. And then moments, which was one that I had in last year, or not last year, in 2020's spread. I probably have been messing that up this whole time. And it was just fun moments that I had during the year. So I like that. All right, this one is the 22 mini bucket. I have an entire journal that is a bucket list that I've been keeping for probably a decade now, at least. Maybe more than that. I might have had it in high school too. I've had it for a long time. But I like the idea of doing a mini bucket list, and this idea I got from, I did a 30 before 30 spread last year, because I turned 30 last year, and I saw that idea on Pinterest, and I thought it would be fun to do 30 things before I turned 30. I didn't do hardly any of them, but I had a lot of fun coming up with the ideas and marking off the few that I did do. So this year, I'm going to do the 22 mini bucket list. It's going to be 20 just fun, random, silly things that I'm going to do this year. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. It could literally just be get a Krispy Kreme while the light is on, because if you don't know that, at the Krispy Kreme shop, at least it used to be this way, when the light is on, you can go in and get a free donut that just got finished being ready. So it could be anything. So I'm excited about this. I haven't decided what I'm putting on these pages yet. That's why they're empty. Here is my house cup spread for this year. And I actually did a little more decorating this time. I think I'm going to add some more stuff to this one because it's looking a little plain, especially on the top. So I'm probably going to decorate this one up a little more. And then another blank page that I haven't decided what to do with. This is one that carried over from last year because if you know anything about Pokemon, this is the Rotom, which is a Pokemon that's also a Pokédex. So I've made a Rotom last year. I'm going to fill this out with like a little description of what I'm doing at some point. I didn't do it last year. I haven't done it yet, but it's basically just showing all of the Pokemon that I have earned. I haven't filled out a lot of them. As I've been doing my goal boards where I can earn Pokemon for completing goals. Super nerdy, I know, but I freaking love it. So, yeah. And I've actually already earned one for this quarter, I believe. Maybe not. No, I haven't. I'm close to it, though. And then, so that's the yearly pages. Now, my quarterly pages. Q1. So, here's the first one. I realize I should have done a lighter pink to match that one with that, but that's fine. It's fine. I still like the way this looks. Here is my Q1 goal board. Now, this year, I did things just slightly different. So you see that I've already got a sticker on there. Normally that would mean that I've already completed that goal and got the Pokemon, but no. As you will see, I decided this time to do a great, awesome, fantastic goal setup. And I got this idea from Sarah Cannon over at Heart Breathings. I don't remember how she sets hers up, but in one of her planners, because she does several planners, she has her goals set up in like a good, great, better or something like that. And so that, you know, you can see that you're still making progress and doing things. So you've got, like, to me, I look at it like the middle goal is the one that you really want to reach. But if you reach the good goal that isn't quite your middle goal, you're still doing great. And then if you go past it, that's amazing. So I wanted to do that. So I went with a great, awesome, fantastic setup. If I reach my great goal, I get to put a heart on the property. If I reach my awesome goal, then I'm adding a house. See, I kept with the Monopoly theme, which made me really happy. Add the house, and I get to collect the Pokemon because that's the goal that I really want to keep. It kind of hurts my head a little because I feel like when I see that property, that means I should have the Pokemon, but I want to reach the middle goal, so I'm going to hold myself accountable for reaching that middle goal to get the Pokemon. And then the fantastic goal, I get to add a hotel. So there'll be 2 little heart stickers because the pack that I use actually comes with tiny ones too. And so, yeah. And then these are my goals for this year also, or for this quarter. Also, these are, this is how I track it, and you can see that I used the lime green for the great goal part. The turquoise is going to be the awesome, and then the purple is for the fantastic. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. I might end up going back and telling myself that I get the Pokemon with the great just because it makes sense to me. But I know that I want to reach that great goal, so, or the awesome goal. Maybe that's a sign by saying I want to reach that great goal that I should just accept the Pokemon then. I don't know. I'm working on it. But yeah, that's my goal board. And then this, I don't know if I'm able to show this. I'll have to ask it before I post this. But just in case I can, my Discord, we started last year doing a bookish bingo. This graphic was actually created by one of my fellow mods, and I love the way it looks. Looks amazing. It's better in color, but I don't have a color printer. So, and then I added the stickers. So yeah, I'm excited to do the book bingo for this quarter too. So that's my Q1 pages. January. So these are my January pages, which I think if you follow me on TikTok, you know I've already showed these. So that was my cover page before, my goals and notes. Here's what I'm loving this month. I don't want you to see my work schedule, so we're going to cover that up a bit. Those pages. Give me a second. I can't show you the next pages because, again, it has my work schedule already put on there. And then here's these pages. I have an appointment listed there, so I'm going to cover that up. And then these, and at the end of the month, I always do a monthly wind down, which is basically just a journal page. Sometimes I fill it out, sometimes I don't. And then this was the last page, which I thought was cute. So that's all I've got in my Bujo so far this year. I'm really excited about how it has turned out, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work on all of those pages that I'm still working on, and then also work on things as the year goes. And the best thing about having a Bujo like this, especially in the binder, why I prefer to use the binders, is I can add things or remove things as I go. One of the reasons why this one is so thick is that there were things that I was including in the first few quarters that I ended up not using later. And then also I changed the way that I had set up my my weekly pages. And so this was the quote that I did on my cover page for last year. So that's one thing I love, is that I can adapt and change as I need to as I go. But anyway, yeah. That's my Bujo for this year. I really, really love how the pages have turned out. What about you? Do you keep a Bujo? Are you one of those people that sets up the entire thing in one sitting? Or do you add things as time goes on like me? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and more than that, enjoy the happy moments.